All right, this boot camp is reviewing exponent rules, and I'm going to go over some, give some examples. You're going to try some on your own, and then make sure you complete the checkpoint at the bottom. So multiplying. When multiplying with the same base, you add the exponents. So x to the a times x to the b turns into the x to the a plus b. Your examples over here, don't forget that 3 has an exponent of 1, so this is 3 to the first times 3 to the fourth, which is 3 to the fifth, which is equal to 243. Down here, I start with my constants first. 2 times 3 is 6. We have x to the fifth and x to the second, which is x to the seventh, y to the 3, and y to the 6. When you add them is y to the 9th. Power to a power. When you have a power raised to another power, you multiply those exponents. So this turns into x to the a times b. So example 1 is x squared to the third power is x to the 2 times 3, which is x to the 6th. Number 2 over here is a little different. This is 3 to the 4th raised to the 5th power, so you multiply 4 times 5, which is 3 to the 20th. And you can't forget this x down here. X also gets raised to the 5th power. So 3 to the 20th is a really long number. It is 3, 4, 8, 6, 7, 8, 4, 401, and that's all over x to the 5th. Power outside, distribute to all values inside the parentheses, and you may need to multiply some exponents. So xy to the a is x to the a times y to the a. So over here, this 3 gets distributed to everything inside. So this is x to the 3rd power, y to the 4th to the 3rd is y to the 12th, and you are finished. Number 2, 2 to the 3rd is 8. X to the 5th to the 3rd is x to the 15th, and y to the 3rd follows. And then z to the 4th also gets raised to the 3rd power, so that's z to the 12th. Negative exponents, all you do is flip and make them positive. So x to the negative a is 1 over x to the positive a. So 5 to the negative 2nd is 1 over 5 squared, which is 1 over 25. Number 2, when you have negative in the denominator, you can bring it up to the numerator and it becomes positive because you're flipping it. So all this is 3x to the 4th. 0 exponents are always equal to 1, so x to the 0 is 1. 6 to the 0 is also, 6 to the 0 is also 1. But you got to be careful here. This is 3 times x to the 0, which is 3 times 1, which is 3. Lastly, dividing. When dividing with the same base, you subtract. So x to the a divided by x to the b is x to the a minus b. So here it's 3 to the 7 minus 5, which is 3 squared. Whoa, what happened? Okay, I think I fixed it. 3 squared is... Alright, I don't know what happened, so I'm redoing it. 3 to the 7 minus 5 is 3 squared, which is equal to 9. Up here you have 5x to the 2nd divided by x to the 5th. So x to the 2nd, you subtract 2 minus 5, which is x to the negative 3rd. Can't leave it as a negative exponent, so it's 5 over x to the positive 3rd. And number 1, these practice problems, go ahead and distribute that 2 to everything. So 3 squared is 9, x to the 4th to the 2nd is x to the 8th, and y to the 2nd is y squared. And that's it for that one. Number 2, this is a pretty complicated problem, so stay with me. You got to distribute the negative 2 to everything and distribute the negative 1 to everything. So we'll start way over here. This turns into 2 to the negative 2. X to the negative 2 times negative 2 is x to the 4th. Times y to the negative 8, times 3 to the negative 1st, x to the negative 4th, and y to the negative 1st. Okay, everything that has a negative exponent is going to get set down to the bottom. I'm going to change color so you can see it. So 2 to the negative 2nd is, to the bottom is 2 squared, which is 4. Well, maybe I didn't change colors. So that takes care of that. X to the fourth is positive, so it stays up top. Y to the negative 8 is down here, turns into y to the positive 8. 3 to the negative 1 turns into 3 to the first, which is just 3 down here. X to the negative fourth gets sent down, and y to the first also gets sent down. So this turns into, I'm going to write it up here. So the x to the fourth and the x to the fourth, that's, if you divide those, you get 1, so they cancel out. So you're left with 1 in your numerator. 4 times 3 is 12. And then you're left with y to the 8th times y to the first, which is y to the 9th. So the answer to this one is 1 over 12 y to the 9th. Number 3, 2 divided by 8 is 1 over 4. And then you have x to the third over x to the fifth, which is x to the negative second. Since it's negative, it goes down here. Y to the seventh divided by y to the second. When you subtract, you get y to the fifth. You really don't need to write that 1, so I'm going to erase it. And your final answer is y to the fifth over 4x squared. Don't forget to complete those 2 checkpoints. And that's it for exponents.